Did y'all see the video of the man saying that white people were mad because they thought SNAP benefits were only for black people, and now that they're mad that their food stamps are being taken away too? What? Except I lived in the South, so I have seen this before. Matter of fact, my best friend, I met her in college and she was pregnant, okay? That little boy, sweetest little boy, but she was on like WIC and food stamps and healthcare and everything too, right? As she should be. She needed the help. She needed the assistance, okay? We were driving the car one day. She would not shut the fuck up. She was like, I'm so mad at people taking my tax dollars and blah, 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 and we shouldn't be paying for other people's healthcare and I don't want to pay for other people's food. And I finally go, girl, you know you're the other people, right? And she was like, huh? And I was like, the health insurance that made you be able to take your little boy to the doctor yesterday, I paid for that. The food that you eat that you put on your table, I paid for that. My tax dollars paid for that. Like, you are the people that you're talking about. How are you going to sit here and trash talk people when you are the people? Like, you have WIC, you have food stamps, and you have health insurance for you and your child. And you're going to sit here and trash talk people who use government aid. What? And anyways, they're mad now. They're mad now that their shit's being taken away too. Okay, did we all share the brain cell today, or what?
Did y'all see the African mom clowning Americans? Watch this.
You must eat all of your food, children. You must eat all of your foods. There are hungry children starving in America.
Africa, get y'all moms, man. We going through enough bullshit with Dookie Booty. We don't need this karma right now. The Supreme Court just told Dookie and his administration they ain't got to pay out the SNAP benefits. And here y'all go poking fun at our starving babies. Fucked up, man. They granted them a temporary pause on distributing the full SNAP benefits. And now they get to wait until the appeal is resolved. That means that they don't have to immediately disperse the SNAP benefits. They can wait until the appeals court resolves this matter. But their whole argument with the appeals court is that they don't have the funding for SNAP, that they would have to pull from other programs, and that it would create illegal/constitutional issues. Now, why the fuck wouldn't they have the emergency funds for SNAP? Why wouldn't they have the funds that were reserved for SNAP in case the government shut down? Where the fuck are they? But hopefully the appeals court will enforce the first ruling instead of overturn it. And then they'll have to pay out the full benefits. But as of right now, most people have not got their SNAP benefits. Some people have gotten SNAP benefits, which I think is state funded. I don't think it's coming out of the emergency federal fund. I think it's coming out of your state emergency fund. So for those people who have gotten their SNAP benefits, that's probably where it came from. But ain't nobody got their stamps yet where I'm at. So I guess it's state by state. Hopefully they get this shit resolved by Monday, Tuesday, soon. But I ain't even gonna lie, we deserve that karma. She got her lick back for her whole continent.
Yo, did y'all see the did y'all see the lady where yesterday I posted a video yesterday where she pretty much was telling her kids that they need to eat their food because there's starving people in America. The irony, right? The joke's on us now. Well, she doubled down on her page and she posted a video with the background music in the arms of an angel. And she had the nerve to say, if you guys want to sponsor for 53 cents a starving American baby, it's not funny. It's more so the audacity that we as Americans are letting other countries clown us like this. This is not okay. We need to open the government up so these babies can start being fed and nourished. This is a sad day in America. We are not great anymore.
If y'all haven't seen this whole video, go watch it. Here's a couple seconds.
There are people in the South that are freaking out because they did not...
Okay, so the short version is the man saying that there are white people that are just now realizing that, like, oh, wait, I get SNAP benefits too. I thought I was just getting benefits. So did I hear shit like this? And I'm like, there it is.
So let me get this straight. Some people already thought SNAP, the food stamp program, was created only for black people. Oh no, baby. Reality just hit hard. Poor white Americans are now realizing that SNAP was never about color, it's about income. And now that the cuts are coming, they are mad. Let's talk about why this is happening and why so many people are suddenly shocked. Let's get into it.
All right, y'all. Looks like shit is heating up between the court and wig. Y'all peep this shit. So, they told Wig to comply with the court order, and they are demanding him that they release SNAP benefit payments for the month of November by tomorrow. Let me say this one more time for the people in the back. There is a battle going on between Wig and the court told Wig, and they are demanding that he comply with this court order, stating, and I quote, that they release SNAP benefits as early as tomorrow. I don't know, y'all. I think everything gonna be alright because everybody getting sick of Wig shit. So with that being said, and then it's funny because like Wig made it abundantly fucking clear. He said he not doing it. He said that he is not fucking doing it. He do not give a fuck if fucking Americans starve. But here is the court out here fighting for us. So with that being said, they told him that he has until 24 hours to comply. So I wonder if he's gonna do it. So I guess I will keep y'all updated on this shit, cause this is getting intense. Wig ain't shit, and this is getting ghetto as hell, child.
Seeing white people in real time come on this platform with the realization that SNAP benefits is the same thing as food stamps and EBT, it's quite comedic. I can't lie, it's a little funny. And not funny, haha, funny weird, because they did the same shit with Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act. They didn't realize that they were one and the same. Just two different names. SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, EBT, food stamps, they're all the same, just different. You know, one is just like the government official name. I don't know. That's the thing about racism and being racist. It's a sickness. It's a disease that's generational, if we're being quite frank. And y'all don't want to heal from it. Y'all don't want to get better because you feel like you can stand on some imaginary pedestal instead of allowing everyone to get benefits that make all of our lives better. You will cut off your nose to spite your face. You will shoot yourself in the foot in the name of making things difficult for a demographic that you just don't like, for something that they can't change, their skin. But then you don't realize you're hurting yourself too. And a lot of these politicians, the only color they care about is green. Money is their god. Money is who they serve. I don't know what more you need to understand. That it's not like a left and right thing. Yes, most of the time, unfortunately, because we do live in America, it is a black and white thing. But it's also like an up and down thing. A lot of y'all, especially white people, need to realize that you are the third estate. You are the proletariat. You're not the bourgeoisie. That's not how that works. But again, your racism that y'all don't want to get rid of, that y'all don't want to let go of because it makes you feel better about yourself, has now caused all of this to come full circle. I don't know, like, why are y'all mad? Y'all voted for this. And then saying y'all didn't vote for this is kind of crazy. Y'all gotta stop saying I didn't know. That's not a valid excuse. We have Google. There are so many different platforms for you to obtain information from. I don't know is not good enough. You voted for it. You wanted that man in there. And he don't care about y'all. He don't care about none of us. We're not in his circle. Why do y'all really, like, you see how much of a nasty sickness racism is? It's caused all of this BS. And y'all can't cure yourselves until y'all face reality and admit that you're sick. You have to. First part of recovery is admitting that you actually do have a problem, that you have a sickness. You know, so let's start from there. But y'all don't even want to admit that. So I guess.
By now, I'm sure a majority of you have noticed that the SNAP benefits are going to be exterminated, okay? And here we go again with the Democrats out in the streets hollering, okay, making press conferences just to speak on why they should keep the SNAP benefit. And here comes my curiosity. When are you guys going to recognize and understand and comprehend exactly what the current administration is doing? When are you guys going to understand that? When are you going to understand that we are being handed back our own power? That we are being purposely put in the front lines to do the work that we are supposed to do in order for us to feed our family? When are you guys going to realize there's no more handouts? Okay? The handouts are over. I can understand why you're so mad. I can understand why these leaders, these Democratic leaders, want you to believe that it's the handout that's good for you. Meanwhile, you have to understand the person that controls the resources that feeds you is the person that controls you. Now, here's where it gets really funny. And again, TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only, okay? So here's where it gets really funny. Hilarious, matter of fact. What happened to all you, oh, I'm independent strong this, I'm independent strong that? What happened to that? Tell me in the comments below. What happened to that? What happened to, I'm so strong and independent, I don't need nobody? What happened? Now all of you are uproaring about the SNAP benefits being exterminated? Listen, man, you guys are a joke. You guys are a joke. Get a grip. Grow up. Be an adult.
Day one of people not getting their SNAP benefits here in November, and I'm here to remind you, I don't feel bad for them. Do you realize that people on SNAP benefits are eating better than the rest of us? We literally have to scrounge and budget for our groceries for our children. We have to plan meals. We have to be ingredient households just to feed our children. And mind you, half of the people on SNAP benefits are illegal immigrants. Over 60% of them are illegal immigrants. This was never the way that it was supposed to be. Churches are supposed to feed people, food pantries, that's what they're there for. And somehow people felt comfortable letting the government control whether they eat or not. How embarrassing, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't need all the people in my comment section, in my DM saying, what about the people who fell on hard times? And what about disabled people? What about elderly people? Yes, those are the people that should be on it. Do I think that there are 42 million of them? Absolutely not. Do I think that it should cost $7.8 billion with a B to feed them every single month? Absolutely not. Do I think that the reason why our groceries have gotten so expensive is because of programs like this and illegal immigrants coming in and stealing our resources? Absolutely. That's definitely part of the problem. So no, don't feel bad. Keep the government closed. We need to see this through, and we need to make sure that we get rid of everybody who is on these benefits that don't need them.
All right, so here is what's going on. Across the US, a lot of folks who depended on SNAP, especially in rural areas, just found out their benefits are being reduced or cut completely. And guess what? Many of the same folks used to believe SNAP was something that mostly helped Black people. But the truth, most people on SNAP have always been white. Yes, that's a fact that shocks a lot of people. Now that their benefits are being cut, the same people who once criticized others for living off the government are suddenly angry. And honestly, this whole situation is both sad and ironic. Yeah, for years there has been this big myth floating around that food stamps were a Black program. That's not true. We all know this. SNAP, or the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, was created to fight hunger for all low-income Americans. But media and political talking points pushed a different image, showing mostly Black families whenever they talked about welfare. That bred a stereotype that black people were the main users. Meanwhile, reality says something else. Over 35% of SNAP recipients are white, and the majority live in rural conservative states. Yeah, the same states that often vote for politicians who try to cut these programs. Now that those cuts are here, folks are realizing they were voting against their own benefit. Talk about FAFO. Find out the hard way. What Red is seeing people online, especially in TikTok videos and local interviews, literally crying about losing benefit. They are saying things like, I worked all my life, I deserve this help. And yes, they do. Nobody is saying they don't deserve it. But the issue is when others needed help, especially black families, these same voices called them lazy or said, get a job. Now it's their turn needing help, and suddenly it's government failure. Yeah, see how the table turns. See how the tables turn. When people stop seeing poverty as a black issue and start realizing it's an American issue, maybe we can actually fix something. This whole story isn't just about food stamps, it's about how misinformation and racism were used to divide poor people for decades. Politicians play this game, convincing white working class voters that their taxes were going to help underserving minorities. Meanwhile, those same voters were the ones struggling too. It's like the oldest trick in the book, divide the poor, so they never realize they are fighting the same battle. Now people are waking up. They're seeing that poverty has no color. Hunger doesn't care about race. The system just keeps failing the same people over and over again. Let's talk about the reactions because they are wide. You've got viral videos of people saying, I never thought this would happen to us. Some even say, I used to think food stamps were for lazy people. And the comment sections, sure, black Americans are responding like, now you understand. Others are showing empathy, saying you have been through this before. It's actually powerful to see how truth is bringing some unity even through pain. So here is the real takeaway. Poverty doesn't care if you are black or white. When rent, food, and healthcare prices go up, everybody feels it. SNAP was never about race, it was about survival. But when people let stereotypes guide their beliefs, they end up voting for leaders who make their lives harder. So now, as many poor white Americans face the same struggles they once mocked others for, maybe, just maybe, we'll see a new kind of understanding. Because truth be told, we are all in this together. So what do you think? Were these people misled? Or are they just facing the consequences of their own choices? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell because I'm breaking down more stories like this every day. So this is Catwin, where we keep it real, we keep it honest, and we don't sugarcoat the truth. See you in the next one. Bye.